Forrester! Forrester! Dr. Clayton Forrester! 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 Dr. Clayton Forrester!
Well, Joe, with tongue planted firmly in cheek, we give you this week's Invention Exchange.
It's from the mixed-up files of one Dr. Clayton Forrester.
And the buttoned-down mind of TV's Frank.
It's from the breezy, irreverent viewpoint of Dr. Clayton Forrester.
And the quirky, offbeat perspective of TV's Frank.
The twisty, skewered, slightly bent brain of Dr. Clayton Forrester.
The wacky, whimsical way of TV's Frank.
It's from the...
Would you just get on with it?
Our invention this week is based on the concept of the Oh, I'm sorry. I can't do this.
Here, allow me. How many times has this happened to you? Your fridge is stuffed with tasty food. I can't.
I'm sorry. We've got a bad case of the sillies.
Okay, Invention Exchange. Invention Exchange. Now, this time I mean it. Have you seen those commercials for First Alert with William Conrad for First Alert? Well, our Invention Exchange this week is a similar concept we call the Fridge Alert. Now, come on, Frank, come on. Come on, I'm serious, It's a special alarm specifically designed to keep William Conrad away from your refrigerator. Okay, now, when William Conrad opens your refrigerator door, an alarm signals the fact that it's William Conrad who's stealing your phone. Now, I set the alarm off for demonstration purposes, but remember, it only works when it's William Conrad who's raiding your refrigerator.
Which is totally absurd. I mean, who's going to need this thing? Maybe Quinn Martin. And he's dead.
Your movie this week. It's a human duplicator. That's Richard Gale.
Get me! I'm William Conrad.
All action figures have two things in common: merchandising and accessories. But there is a fatal flaw in this philosophy that yours truly and the monkey here have rooted up like the pussy scab it is.
The component factor. Most kids can't be satisfied with just a simple startup kit. One doll, naked, alone and afraid. You gotta have all the accessories. But why stop with the doll? Don't you see? You sell a component doll.
Introducing Johnny Long Torso, the doll who is himself sold separately.
Johnny Long Torso, Johnny Long Torso, the man who comes in pieces. He's long.
Now, you might want to start with the long torso starter unit and then add the action head. Just look at the detail on this.
Then accentuate the head with the right and left eyeball action packs. Plus, Johnny's perfect ears, sold separately.
Now get your hero up off the floor and give him something to do with the left arm, right leg, left leg, limb packs.
Then, if you order now, you also get the high-performance right and left foot upgrades. All for only $10 with this coupon.
Not included.
And then gear up for high adventure with the hair kit, the rugged nose option, the sleek and sassy butt portions, the realistic action batch, and so much more.
Now, altogether, this hunk of rubber would go for about $8. But sold separately, one Johnny Long Torso unit can bring in $300.
It all adds up to merchandising profit the American way.
Well, Schmoll?
Dr. Forrester has taken the money from my 401k and sunk it into these fast food novelty items, which he's just sold to a major buyer who shall remain nameless.
Well, actually, that fell through, but I'm sure they're going to sell. You see, Joel, they're called Unhappy Meals.
You took my money and you haven't sold them yet?
Oh, quit whining, Frank. As an example, Joel, this one comes from the restaurant with a cold hamburger sandwich with a bite taken out of it, some floor sweeping compound, a couple of dead silverfish, and a rusty suture needle.
You took all my money, you son of a...
Watch it, Frank. Now, there are many different styles, Joel. For instance, this one comes with a maze, and you try to get the motorcade past the book depository. And then this one comes with a used Q-tip. Ooh, that is unhappy, isn't it? And then there's one with a roach motel, and, well, you get the idea. What do you think? Frank, so help me. This time I'm really... Oh, hello, Joel. It's been a rough week. Frank's been bad again.
Hey, it's who I am, all right?
Oh, Frank. Joel, you've seen me with Frank. You've seen me trust him, give him free rein. It just doesn't work. Frank just takes advantage.
Oh, I'm really sorry about that.
Oh, I wish I could believe that. Fortunately, my invention this week is exactly what's called for. Joel, this is the tough love seat, with its fine, sticky Naga hide and its sharp studs on the seat back inside. One day in the tough love seat provides all the nurturing punishment of an entire year at military school.
Hey, I do what I do. You don't have to like it, all right? Oh, what, now am I supposed to get into your little seat? Is that what this is all about?
Oh, that would be fine, Frank. But before you do, notice how this stain is still fresh.
Oh, now that I've seen that, I'm totally gonna change the way I live!
Leg up. Lips in place. Oh, and I almost forgot. This little devil here provides 110 volts of current surging intricately throughout the Naga hide. It's a simple lesson, Frank. Actions have consequences.
Tell me about it.
And finally, Joel, since there's room for two, I can join Frank. Perhaps we can start that long and painful process of healing together. Remember, Frank, this hurts me as much as it hurts you. Oh, God. Oh, God, why don't you go ahead, Joel? Oh, Joel, a hearty hello to you and yours. Let me just say this about today's Invention Exchange. Let them eat chocolate.
That's right, Joel. That's right, Joel. Our invention this week is based on one's natural inclination to bite the heads off of chocolate bunnies.
That's right, Frank. That's why we've invented the chocolate bunny guillotine. Eliminate the guesswork in biting the heads off bunnies. Ready, Mr. Executioner?
Yes, my liege.
You have stolen painted eggs in a time of famine. Off with their head, Frank. And no chocolate mess. Well, poopsies? If you have a moment, and I assume you do, Frank and I would like to demonstrate an amazing new fitness product. It's called the Square Master. You see, the Square Master allows you to maximize your human potential because Square Master uses one of nature's most perfect shapes for your perfect shape. How does it work, Frank? Square Master allows you to utilize complicated principles of inertia and mass, simply, efficiently, naturally. How? By using nature's perfectly balanced muscle resistant, gravity. That's right. For a beginning anaerobic workout, start with hands on the outside of the square. Then, when you're ready, go inside the square. Put your feet on the square. Sit on the square and simulate rowing. As your workout improves, you can link two squares together to form a rectangle. Now you're really working out. And for full aerobic conditioning, work on your shemp area. The sweet secret of the Square Master is its dynamic patented square area.
The exercise working. I can really feel it here. Thank you, Square Master.
Square Master, $49.95 or 3 payments of $29.95.
It's hip to be square. Your turn, Joel.
Yes, gotta go. Yes, Joel. Insert perfunctory acknowledgement here. Joel, my invention today is for all the right reasons. Because stress levels aren't high enough in America, because people need to know how very important you are, and because you may be in line for a movie when that important project deadline comes and goes. I'm talking about the cellular desk. You see, with the cellular desk, I can live my job. Why, I can take an intimidating meeting anywhere. Why, just today, I was out for a walk, going through some files, and I realized that it had been a while since Frank's last employee review. Frank, could I see you in my office?
I'm right here.
Ah, Frank. Take a seat. Frank, I was just going through some files, and I realized it had been a while since your last review. Frank, could I see the Frank file, please?
I'm right here.
Ah, uncooperative. Hostile. Uncoordinated. Oh, Frank.
Now remember, Hobie, you stay away from the kids down by the liquor store.
Hey.
Baywatch can wait for now, Frank. With the money we earn from this week's invention, we won't have to watch Baywatch. We'll be able to live it.
So that means I could be just like David Hasselhoff. I better practice sucking in my gut.
You're one to talk, eh, Frank?
Hey.
Well, Booby, our invention this week is based on those new high-priced TVs that allow you to check out several other channels on the small screens while you watch one program on the big screen. Our invention goes that one better. You see, it actually allows you to check out and see what you would be doing in your life at that moment if you weren't at home watching TV. It's called the U-View. Check it out, Frank.
Price is $180 coming to you for only $29. Quantities are limited.
Hey, it's a beautiful, bright, sunny day out, and what's this? Michelle Pfeiffer, Deborah Winger, and Holly Hunter are motioning for me to come over and join them in a game of touch football? Wow. They needed a fourth player, and I just happened along. Wow. Hey, that's Elvis Costello. He just happened to walk by, and it looks like he's asking us to come over to his house to hear some new songs he's working on. Wow. So that's what would have happened if I had gone out today. Boy, I'm really glad I stayed inside to watch Baywatch.
No. Try that. I'm sitting in a Perkins looking at a menu. Well, that doesn't seem to be like I'm missing anything for the... whoa. What? Oh, Henry Kissinger and Richard Nixon are shyly approaching my table. They're shaking my hands and patting me on the back. Henry's giving me a Kissinger and Associates sweatshirt. Nixon, what is he doing? He's pointing at the menu. Ah, he's recommending the club sandwich. Oh, I do love this, Frank. But not as much as I love sitting at home watching Baywatch.
Oh no, I'm in big trouble. I never should have hung out with the kids down by the liquor store.
Oh, hello, Joel. I was just drawing on TV's Frank what I, Dr. Clayton Forrester, was born with, a cleft chin.
In other words, a chin butt.
Call it what you will. The fact is, we found a new area of the human body to be ashamed of. And shame fuels the economy, from mouthwash to deodorant. Where there's shame, there's a need. And our invention exchange this week meets that need. We give you... Chinderwear. Frank's wearing the basic brief while I'm sporting the bikini cut.
It also comes in boxer, Italian bun hugger, and of course the Joe Namath knitted slingshot brief. They're affordable, comfortable, and leave no visible panty line.
Oh, Frank, that's disgusting.